If you want to make 2025 your breakthrough year in post-production sound, it starts with one thing: reflection. But here's the catch: reflection isn't just about looking back, it's about learning, celebrating, and planning your next big steps. In this video, I'm sharing a step-by-step guide to help you reflect on your year, celebrate your wins, and set actionable goals to thrive in 2025 in the post-production sound industry. Welcome back to Mastering Post-Production Sound. My name is Joel Di Catalan. I'm a Emmy-nominated sound re-recording mixer and industry coach. For the past year, I've been helping sound professionals like you navigate, believe, and thrive in this competitive industry. Today, we're tackling a topic that can literally transform your career, and that is our year-end reflection and goal setting for 2025. And stick around all the way to the end of the video because I'll also share a free resource to help you put everything together that we have been covering into action. So let's dive in. We're going to cover a couple things. And number one is we're going to look back and reflect on 2024. It's always a great idea to look backwards, to look at what went well, what didn't go well, what could we have done better, what did we learn, what small and big wins did we have. Reflection is the foundation of growth. So what I want you to do is I want you to start by carving out some time. And this is not like going to your office or going to your living room. I'm talking about literally carve out time. You want to go ahead and get out of the house, whether it's going to your favorite coffee shop. My business coach, what he would do is he'd go book a room, because he was fancy pants. He would go book a room at a hotel or Airbnb and would set aside the day or two to just really reflect and recharge. And so you want to set aside time for yourself, okay? What you want to make sure to do is you grab your journal, okay? Grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever it is for you, but just make sure that you are definitely not in your house or where you do your work. Some of you, if you do your work like on a stage like this, in a smaller setting at your house, get out of there. That is not the place you want to be. I want you out of the house, somewhere where you can just connect. And if you don't have the budget to go get a hotel room or Airbnb, go to a coffee shop, go to Starbucks, get some noise canceling headphones. I know, noise canceling headphones. Put on some nice music, grab that coffee or tea and sit down. But make sure you have something to write with. You definitely want to have your journal with you. This is my business journal. I love journals, something to write with as well, because you are going to start reflecting on 2024 and making plans for 2025. So here's a couple of things that I want you to reflect on when we look at 2024, okay? Here's the questions I want you to ask yourself. What worked well this year? Okay? And write it down. Write everything that worked well for you in 2024. What didn't? So be sure you leave space to also write down everything that didn't, okay? Because that's important. And what lessons did I learn from it? Okay, just right there, those 3 prompts, those are important, okay? Because that's going to give us insight, and we want to be growing constantly, okay? So if you're watching this video and you're like, yes, I'm going to go do my year in review, go grab your cup of coffee, go away to your Airbnb or to your hotel or go out into nature or something like that, right? You can pause this video right now and do this exercise, okay? So what worked well this year? What didn't? And what lessons did I learn? Next, let's celebrate, okay? So the second thing I want you to focus is celebrating your wins, okay? It's super important that no matter how big the victory, small or big, we write it down and we make sure that we remember it, okay? Because that's the thing. Our brains sometimes have the capacity to forget, especially when we're going through it. So this is why writing it down is so important. So what are the wins? What are the wins that you had this year? Big and small. It's very important to make sure that we're reflecting on this kind of stuff, okay? So write that down. I want you to think about what is it? Maybe it was subscribing to this channel, I know for my inner circle group coaching community, I was telling them I was just excited at the growth that has been happening. And I was telling them in our group coaching call for the end of the year that they should definitely put down in their wins being a part of that community, that private group coaching community, because that's investing in themselves. And that's a win. So whatever those wins are, friend, make sure you're writing them down in that journal. Number 3, set SMART goals for 2025. Okay, so SMART goals are an acronym, and it stands for this. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So instead of saying, oh, I want to get better at mixing, set an actual goal. Say, hey, by June, I'm going to take a mixing course, or I'm going to invest in coaching. Do something that is going to be measurable. So it's not just this wishy-washy kind of goal. Does that make sense? Right? And what it's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to see the difference. In one set of goals, when you just say, I'm just going to get better at mixing, it's just kind of there. But when you set a date and you say, by this time, I'm going to do this, now you have some accountability baked into it, right? Like, maybe it's a goal to mix 2 features by June 2025. There is a SMART goal, right? It's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's relevant, and time bound, okay? So set SMART goals for 2025. And I want you to go crazy on these things, all right? Use the space in your journal. They can be career goals, industry goals. They can be networking goals, relationship goals, financial goals, physical goals. Maybe it's to start therapy for the first time, to take care of your mind and your emotions. Maybe it's a spiritual goal. Maybe you want to, get spiritual, right? Whatever it is, write it down in this journal. Okay? It's so important. I love that quote from Zig Ziglar that says, and I've said it before, but I just absolutely love it. And it says, if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. Friend, do not let 2025 start without setting SMART goals and writing them down in your journal. Okay, let's move on. So the 4th thing is create a 3-year vision. Okay, check this out. I love this prompt. So I want you to imagine it's 2028. So 3 years, right, from now. And you and I bump into each other on some cool lot, maybe Warner Brothers lot, right? Where, whoa, what's up? And you're like, hey, Joel, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Like, what have you been up to? And this is what you say. You say, Joel, these past 3 years have been the best of my life. Why, friend? Why? Okay, so what will have you accomplish? Why are you telling me that the past 3 years have been the best 3 years of your life, right? What are the projects that you were working on? What is your personal growth journey looking like? What does your physical health journey look like? This is a time to visualize and put it down on paper what those 3 years look like. So think about it. Joel, I've had the best 3 years of my life. Well, how much money are you making? Right? What are your relationships looking like? What does it look like in the industry for you? This can be such a powerful exercise, friend, and do not sleep on it. The power of visualization, the power of seeing it. I'm a huge baseball fan, and I'll never forget hearing, I think it was Mike Trout in an interview. Mike Trout, for those of you who don't know, is a center fielder, awesome baseball player for the Angels in Southern California, even though I'm a Dodger fan, okay? But Mike Trout is awesome. But in a video, he was talking about how every kid needs to be visualizing. If you're not stepping into that batter's box and you're not seeing yourself hit that ball out or put the ball into place somewhere, you're not doing it right. So why can't we apply the visualization of what we want the next 3 years to look like to those of us in the post-production sound industry? I mean, answer me. Literally, right now, take a second. Write it in the comments. If you're watching this video, have you ever taken a moment to visualize your career in this industry? Nobody? Crickets? Nobody? Why not? Make it happen. So get going on this 3-year vision. I absolutely love it. And I think you can go crazy with it, friend. Go nuts with it, right? What does that awesome life look like, right? Put it into motion. Speak it out, into the world. So that one day, if we do run into each other, you can say that. I mean, that's awesome, right? Awesome. So dream big. And the fifth and final thing you can do is to plan your first quarter. So I want you to start to break it down, and I want you to write down what is one thing that you can do come January 1, right? Come January 2025 that will kickstart your year. Okay. It can be anything, right? And maybe it's attending an industry event. I mean, for those of us who are part of MPSE, the Motion Picture Sound Editors, and the Cinema Audio Society, we have awards coming up in February, or I think I better check myself. So maybe it's a plan to go to that, right? Maybe you've never been before and it's your time. Like, get out there, go to these events, Maybe it's reaching out to a possible mentor, right? Facing fear and saying, hey, so-and-so, awesome sound designer, awesome re-recording mixer, awesome supervising sound editor. Do you have any mentorships available? And if it's not, maybe it's signing up for coaching, investing in coaching for the first time. I invested in coaching. I love coaching. And if you want to know more about coaching, hit me up in the comments below. Or rather, you can check it out in the description, how you can apply to work one-on-one with me. I think everybody should have coaching, right? It doesn't have to be with me, but go find somebody that's ahead of you in your career, where you want to be, right? And sometimes the best thing you can do is invest in yourself. So what's that thing? What's that one single thing that come January, I got to do this thing. Because if I do that, if I master this new skill, if I reach out to a mentor, sign up for a coaching program, I, reach out to a new client, whatnot, that if I do, that's going to jumpstart 2025. Start small. But by doing this, you're going to be starting 2025 off strong. So reflection, celebration, goal setting, and vision, right? These things, they're not just chores, my friend. You literally are investing in your future if you sit down and do this exercise. This is powerful. And friend, don't forget, you don't have to do this alone. Like I mentioned earlier, if you want accountability, if you're ready to say, hey, I need to take things to the next level, I feel stuck and I don't know what to do, and I really want to invest in myself and make 2025 the best year yet, I'll leave you a link below. There's a link below how you can learn more about working one-on-one with me. Well, friend, I am so thrilled and excited for the new year. And for those of you who stayed all the way to the end of this video, I promised you a free downloadable resource worksheet that you can go through on your own time. So this is what you do. Just go below, okay? You're going to have to go below and check out the link, okay? You're going to head over to masteringpostproductionsound.com/goal setting, okay? If you head over there, you'll be able to just enter your email and I will send you this year in reflection in 2025 planning worksheet right directly into your email box, okay? So, friend, thank you again for being here. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. There are a lot of people who are watching these videos that are not subscribed. So if this is your jam, if you're vibing with talking about the things that are not talked about so often in the industry, then we're happy to have you here. Friend, it has been a wonderful 2024. I am so grateful for the opportunity to share my journey with you, the 17 years in the industry. Thank you for each and every view, for each and every comment. I see it, I get them. thank you. And literally, we've had people tune in from all over the world. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for making 2024 a very, very special year. Here's to 2025, the year of thriving, right? What's the saying? Thrive in 25. That's what we're all hoping for, and that's what I hope for you, friend. And I hope that today you can take this video and it will help you reflect and plan for the things ahead, because again, if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every single time. Thanks, friend. I'll see you over here in one of these other videos or in next week's episode.